Have you seen the Britney documentary?
No.
Jessica Simpson hasn't watched Framing Britney Spears and has no plans to.
It definitely gives me anxiety, and I lived it.
In an appearance on Tamron Hall airing Friday, Jess says it would be too hard to watch the documentary about Britney and to relive that time. Of course, both pop stars made their debuts in the late 90s and soared to superstardom in the early 2000s.
I was feeling that way. I had the weight, literally, of the world on me.
Not only does the pop star turned fashion designer say she lived it, she says she knows Britney and watched it all happen in real time.
I know Britney and I know what she went through, and it's so hard because it's so many people's opinions on you just trying to live your life as a normal human being, because inside we're really just, we are normal,
At the end of the day, the 40-year-old mogul understands why Britney and other big stars eventually put a wall up.
We might have a big platform, but, you can only take stuff for so long. You can only, allow people in and attacking you until you have to really put your guard up.
And while Justin Timberlake has publicly apologized to his ex, Britney, following the doc's release for benefiting from a system that condones misogyny, Jess doesn't necessarily think she's owed an apology from one of her most famous exes, John Mayer, who made some public, now infamous comments about their past sex life.
In the memoir, if I'm going to talk about stuff that caused me pain, I'm going to be honest about it. And that was a time in my life where I was very manipulated and very also in love, or seemingly. And now that I have the love of Eric, it's just such a different thing. And I wouldn't expect an apology.
In fact, the happily married mom of 3 doesn't even think there's a need for an apology.
I don't know. I feel like people end up finding their way to let you know they're sorry. I mean, he might not be sorry, and that's okay. We were kind of on off at that time. So, but to talk about anybody sexually is kind of disrespectful. But I mean, that's on him.
In Jessica's 2020 memoir, Open Book, she opened up about her relationship with John, whom she dated on and off following her 2005 divorce from Nick Lachey, revealing their contact ended in 2010 after he told Playboy that she was, quote, sexual napalm. And when ET caught up with Jess this week to talk about the paperback edition of her book, which includes some past journal entries, Jess said it helped her gain more perspective on some of the more challenging times in her life.
Whether I was mad at myself in a moment, whether I was heartbroken, whether I was confused, I just think owning all those emotions on paper and confronting them is so important. So in choosing those journal entries, it kind of was it's just I just had to pick. It wasn't I have to use this one. Some I was like, ooh, is that one too intimate? Or, oh no, it's okay, I can do this. Yeah.